I got hurt. I fell through a roof. Yeah. Yeah, I fell through a roof. That's like I feel like that's like most it after that happened, like so many people heard about that. It's like, yeah, that was like the one uh rumor, at least in my generation, like that was like, yo, yeah, nah, I heard about that shit. Um, cause I almost died and shit. But yeah, and then I could also look at it like that's good that that happened, cause I was like a real daredevil, you know. I was all about like the heavens and the fucking ledges and the, you know, I would have been doing way more of that shit if that didn't happen, and then could have been worse, you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what? It was an abandoned.
yeah,
It was an abandoned building.
abandoned building at a famous spot called 54ville. It was in Southwest Philly at 54th and Woodland, and there's an abandoned gypsum factory that got totally turned into like a masterpiece gallery of burners, and people were traveling there just to paint 54ville. It was like every bando now that you see, like that, this was like an early, I feel like it was like an early version of that, where it was like pieces inside and out every, and this is like just like a gigantic structure, you know. um yeah, and one it had so many parts, but one part was like a 45-foot, uh like a factory. So the roof broke, and I went straight down to the ground. And yeah, I was fucked up, and still I still feel it, still deal with it. um and also might have like, because I had a traumatic brain injury. So I think a lot of shit that I experience internally is like because of that, you know what I mean. um so yeah.
Were you first of all, dude? I'm fucking. That's wild that that happened to
Yeah.
you, but it's amazing that
Yeah, yeah,
obviously you made it to the other side.
yeah, yeah,
You got a family. You're doing your thing.
yeah,
You're making
yeah.
projects
I
happen.
was really
So
lucky. Yeah.
respect to the recovery. But
Hmm.
when it did happen, were you alone?
Mm-mm.
Um, and was that like
Now
so? This was a known place. It was in what, Philly or New Haven
in
or
Philly, yeah, yeah,
okay?
Southwest Philly, yeah. Um, yeah, it was known, yeah, and like I had even been there before, like this guy Speed, and Spy, shout out to them. They took me there before that happened, and then I had gone back, and then I went back again, and it was like I was just going back to take pictures, because it was like, I'm telling you, man, it was like an all-star um convention center of graffiti at the time. You know, definitely for East Coast, I feel like.
Like they never buffed it or anything.
Oh yeah, no, that no one even knew about it. It was like totally secret. Just totally like you're just able to just rock. So which is crazy, because you asked me were people there with me, which I'm lucky there was. But yeah, my friends were there. Steam was with me. Savior. I hope they don't mind me telling the story. Pika, and then another guy who was from Atlanta who passed away, Drew. So rest in peace to him. But we all went. It was Memorial Day, 2002, and Memorial Day is at the beginning of the summer, you know. So this was gonna be like the best summer for me. I was like, this is I'm super, like I know what I'm doing now. I got it locked in. My stamp. I improved like so much. I know like what to do, what to hit. Like I'm like I was looking at the, the right people at that time. Yeah, I was like friends with like big names and shit. I was like, this summer is it, and then we went Memorial Day, and I fell through, and then the ambulance couldn't find the building, you know. So they're like, people are like freaking out, of course. And uh, I won't get too graphic, yeah. But it was scary, you know. I was not conscious, but I was told by my friends what it looked like, you know. And apparently, like because it was a Memorial Day, somebody was able to run while they're waiting for the ambulance, because the ambulance is on their way, but they can't find it. You know what I'm saying? So they're while they're waiting, they're running around. They run, and there's a park nearby, and they find this family doing a having a barbecue, and they're like, "Yo, we need help!" Like, and someone at the barbecue is like, "Yo, I have a stretcher on me." Just ran. Coincidentally, I have a stretcher in my car, but they're not like I don't know why they had a stretcher. Like, it's just a crazy story. And they were gonna lift me up. They were gonna try to. This is what was told to me. I don't know the exact. You know, Esteem should tell his story honestly. But that whole shit, that was a mess. But then the ambulance finally came, and I was I was out. I was in a coma for like I think they said it was like 6 weeks. Yeah, yeah. So that was insane, man. And I remember like I didn't know why I was in a hospital, and I was like, that shit. The whole thing was like a dream, you know. When I woke up, um, but like people were in my hospital room like every day, like all the time. A lot of writers, a lot of friends. So I remember when my friend he wrote NK when he told me, it's like, yo, it was that it's 54ville. I'm like, oh, holy shit. But like I didn't really remember the day. You know what I mean? I've seen like photos from that day, and like little bits came back to me, but I don't remember falling. You know, so that's just crazy. But I was 19, like, and they say like when you're young like that, you you're able, your body's able to heal better. You know, so luckily, you know, and your friend Toser, when I heard about that, I think he was 19. I might be wrong, but I called him. Like, I never even met him or talked to him before, and I told him that whole story, and he was like, "Yo, man, that's crazy." Like, while he was in the hospital, you know, I told him like about that. I was like, "Yo, man, you're gonna be all right." So yeah,
So
yeah,
did it was like a problem with the roof, so you stepped and it just
yeah.
caved
I
in?
was we so there's flicks of our pieces because we finished, but I think I was like trying to do extra shit or like kill my scraps. And like I said, man, I was like always the climber, and like I was just trying to keep up with like what the good writers were doing at that time. I was like, I'm gonna do that shit too, you know. I had no fear, man. Um, I learned how to like be like on ledges and feel like this is fine.